I tested some of the most popular AI meeting note takers, and to be honest with you, most of them feel the exact same. They promise to record your meetings, transcribe everything, and give you perfect notes. But here's the problem. If the transcript is wrong, everything is then wrong. And if you're in meetings all day, you already know how this goes. You're trying to listen, take part in the meeting, take notes, and you're missing all the important points. So I tested some of the best AI meeting note takers in 2026, and here's some of the ones that actually work. Let's start off with HappyScribe. This for me is one of the most complete tools I actually tested. Most AI note takers are just built for meetings. However, HappyScribe does a lot more than that. You can use it for live meetings, upload recordings, or even record in-person conversations. So it's not just locked into one workflow. Now here's where it really stood out for me. The transcription accuracy is really strong, and that matters more than anything else. Because when the transcription is right, everything else works. That being the summaries, the action points, and you can actually trust the output. And it also supports over 120 plus languages, which is huge when you're working in an international team with different accents and different languages. But you want to know what the biggest difference was for me? It doesn't just give you notes. You can turn your meetings into subtitles, translations, content, or even connect it to AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude. So instead of just storing your meetings for it just to collect dust, you're actually using them. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect. Some of the advanced features take a little bit more to set up. However, once it's running, it's easily one of the most powerful tools in here. Next, another one that stood out to me is Fireflies. This one is clearly built for teams. It integrates with everything, that being Zoom, Google Meets, Teams, and even Slack. So if you're in a business environment with lots of frequent meetings, this can be really useful for you. It also integrates summaries, action points, and even lets you search across all your calls. However, it can feel a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot going on, and it's not the most beginner-friendly product. And honestly, it feels more of a sales tool rather than something that's built for creators. So overall, it's great for teams, but for individuals, it's probably overkill for you. Now, next up on my list is Grain. This one's a little bit different. It's less about note-taking, and it's more about turning meetings into content. You can clip moments, highlight important sections, and share them instantly. So if you're in content, product, or sales, it can be incredibly useful. However, it's a little bit limited overall. It can only handle one meeting at a time, and what I found is that the accuracy isn't as strong as the others, and it doesn't handle accents and languages that well. So it's great for specific use cases, but it's not that all-round tool you may be looking for. Now, quick last mention is Granola. Not the cereal bar, the AI tool. This one's for the people that don't want bot joining their meetings. It records locally instead, which is great for privacy. But due to this, you do lose some features. The speaker detection isn't as strong, and it's not as flexible as the others I've mentioned. So it's a good option, it's just a little bit more limited. Now after testing these, this is what I realized. They all look similar until you actually use them. Now the biggest difference I found between each one of them is the accuracy. Because if the transcript is even slightly off, everything then breaks down, that being the summary, the action points, all those fancy features they give you are now kind of worthless because the AI is now confused and it doesn't know what it's even writing about. So after using all of these, this is how I'd personally rank them in my humble opinion, obviously wearing a HappyScribe t-shirt. Now, number one, I'm going to give it to HappyScribe. It's the best overall, most flexible, and actually useful beyond meetings. And I'm not just giving that because I work with HappyScribe, it's because I genuinely felt this when utilizing the product. Now, number two spot I'm going to give to Fireflies. It's great for teams, but I felt it was a bit heavy for those individual cases. Now, number three, I'm going to give it to Grain. It's great for clips and content, however, it's a little bit niche for my use. At the end of the day, if you're still taking notes manually in 2026, you're wasting your time. These tools exist for a reason. And trust me, once you start using the right one, you'll never go back.